Welcome to Sports Sunday. After a disappointing loss to start the Lions season a week ago, Detroit went home for the first time this year to host another divisional foe in the Chicago Bears with a familiar face on the other sideline. Let's just say former Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson was not given a warm welcome back to Ford Field. Detroit went right down the field on its first drive, and Jared Goff tosses it to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he scores from 6 yards out for the touchdown. He had 12 carries for 94 yards. Chicago tied it at 7, but Detroit answered right back as David Montgomery plows his way into the pile and did break the plane for the touchdown. Montgomery finished with 57 yards on 11 carries. Second quarter, Caleb Williams trying to go downfield to his receiver, but the NFL interception leader from a season ago, Kirby Joseph, gets his first pick of the year, and Detroit would turn that into a Brock Wright touchdown to take a 21-7 lead. Late in the first half, Goff goes downfield to the Michigan native Isaac Tesla, who makes another tremendous one-handed grab for 29 yards, and the Lions punched it in with Goff finding Amon-Ra St. Brown for the 4-yard touchdown reception. Detroit took a 28-14 lead to half. Second half, Detroit's offense exploded as Goff goes deep to Jamison Williams, who hauls it in and scores the 44-yard touchdown to extend Detroit's lead to 38-14. Williams had 2 catches for 108 yards. Lions started the fourth quarter with this big connection once again from Goff to St. Brown for the 8-yard score to make it 45-14 Lions. Chicago's next drive, Caleb Williams gets wrapped up by Aiden Hutchinson for his first sack since the injury. And the cherry on top was St. Brown's third touchdown as he had 9 catches for 115 yards. Jared Goff completed 23 of his 28 passes for 5 touchdowns and 334 yards. Detroit bounces back in a big way with a dominant 52-21 victory in its home opener. And News 10's Ben Shockley has more.
Yeah, Owen, a blowout win for the Lions here in the home opener in a week where it kind of felt like Detroit had to get one after the loss last week to Green Bay, and now going on the road next week to take on Baltimore. It felt like Chicago was the best chance for the Lions to put one in the win column, and they had some extra motivation to do so today. Ben Johnson, the Lions' former offensive coordinator, on the other sideline in his second game as Bears head coach.
I think a lot of, especially the offense, we were fired up. Ben, what he did for us was, we'll never take that for granted. He was a big part of what we did here. But just him being over there, we wanted to show that we could still, us as players, we can still make it happen. We got a great group of guys, got a great group of coaches, so we want to go out there and put on a little show.
I think we've got so much respect for him and know what type of coach he is, and we knew he'd have them ready to go and reared up and going, and sure, did he know some of our stuff? Maybe, but how does he get that communicated to the defense? I don't know. So there was some talk about that, but no, man, I've got so much respect for him. He's done so much for me personally and our offense in years past that'll never change.
Well, I made it as simple as, man, let's just clean up the mess that we had last week. It's really not more than that. There's always going to be this, we don't have the rhythm offensively because we lost Ben. And ultimately, it's, do you have the coaches? Yes. Do you have the players? Yes. We just got to clean a few things up, man. It's the footwork, it's alignment, it's assignment. You're finished. That's really what we focused on.
Really didn't even think about that a whole lot. I didn't interact with those guys until, walking off the field there at the end. A couple guys said hey to me, and that was really it. So we came in focused on winning this ball game, and we came up way short.
Well, the Lions avoid that dreaded 0-2 start. They are 1-1, but it doesn't get any easier from here. Detroit goes on the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. But until then, from Ford Field, Ben Shockley, News 10 Sports.